Happy Tuesday, Antelope Valley. It is September 5th, 2023, day after Labor Day. Hope everyone had a nice Labor Day weekend. I am Mark Troth, broker and co-owner of Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices right here in Lancaster, California, bringing you this week's version of the Antelope Valley real estate market snapshot. I didn't record our video yesterday. I did pull up our numbers yesterday. So we were out of town on our way back into town with seemed like everybody else in Southern California. And like I said, I hope that you had a nice and safe Labor Day weekend. Kind of the official end of summer and off into fall. And before we know it, Halloween and Thanksgiving and the rest of the holidays and off into 2024. So I'd like to point out every week, we do this video week in and week out, the Antelope Valley real estate market snapshot, because we feel it's important that residents and property owners here in the Antelope Valley have a local resource to go to see exactly what's going on in the Antelope Valley real estate market. Our market is definitely unique to the rest of Southern California. I'd also like to point out before we get into the numbers that our statistics are courtesy of the Greater Antelope Valley Association of Realtors. So let's go ahead and see where we're at as we start this week. We started the week with 622 active listings, down just less than 1% from the previous week when we were at 626, down actually up from 4 weeks ago, August 7th, when we were at 575, up 8.2%. So we've kind of stabilized now in that lower 600 number for the last few weeks. So we'll see where that goes now once the summer is behind us and we're heading into the fall. Looking back a year ago, we were at 1,092 active listings. So we're down 43% from a year ago. Open up the week with 418 properties under contract, what we refer to as pending and escrow, and down just 1% from the week prior. Kind of surprising seeing with that number. I'm glad to see that number, as we'll also see on the next slide, considering we've seen some upward movement in interest rates. We'll discuss that here in just a couple of minutes. We are down from 4 weeks ago, August 7th, down 2.8% when we were at 430 properties under contract, and down 23.3% from a year ago, September 5th, 2022. And so let's go ahead and get into our next and final slide. There we go. So last week, August 28th through September 4th, had 66 active listings come on the market, down 25% from the week prior when we were at 88. Probably the holiday weekend had something to do with folks getting their house on the market, but this is a good number. You can see that August 28th through the 4th, 79 properties under contract, up 29.5% from the week prior. So definitely some good activity. I think buyers have kind of adjusted their thought process to maybe this is where interest rates are going to be for a little bit. So if they're going to jump in, they better jump in before interest rates do go down, and basically creates more activity, more competition. Median number of days on the market ticked up just one. That 21 median days on the market, still a good number. And then last week, as I'm sure people were pushing to be able to move over the 3-day weekend, our closed sales for the prior week up 32.1%, 74 versus the prior week at 56. Median sales price hanging right in there. Week prior, we were at 457.5. Last week, median sales price was 469.5. And you can see that median list price of those solds, 476. So we're just not seeing a lot of downward pressure on price. I'm sure that limited number of homes on the market have something to do with that. And so let's go ahead and stop the share and kind of conclude. Obviously, as we enter the fall, which typically we start to see both listings and pendings start to tail off a little bit. I think we may see continued decent activity as once again folks realize that, okay, you know what, if I want to become a homeowner, this is where interest rates may stay. You know, a lot of the numbers coming out that I'm sure the feds are looking at are basically not going to indicate or dictate any real quick rapid deceleration in interest rates. And so folks that have been sitting on the fence saying, okay, you know what, let's adjust our budgets and let's get into the market. I don't think we're going to see a huge spike on either properties going into escrow or properties coming on the market. Probably folks are realizing, as are a lot of agents, that we're probably dealing somewhat with what may be a new normal moving forward through the balance of 2023, perhaps the first quarter of 2022, in my opinion. So with that, we'll go ahead and call a wrap to this week's market snapshot. As always, if there's any more information, any more data that myself or any of our trusted associates here at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Troth Realtors can provide you, by all means, please feel free to reach out to us. And glad to be of service. All right, everybody, take care. Make it a great week, and we'll be back on schedule and see you next Monday. All right, bye-bye.